What if there was a secret formula to becoming rich, and it was available to anyone who was willing to learn it? Over 80 years ago, a man spent 20 years of his life interviewing the 500 richest and most successful people in the world. He wanted to find out exactly how they did it. Welcome back to BookFluency. Here, we help you master your English listening skills while learning the most powerful ideas from the world's greatest books. Today, we are exploring the ultimate manual for success. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Get ready to discover the secrets that built empires. Let's begin. Thoughts are things. The most important lesson of this entire book can be summarized in 3 words. Thoughts are things. Truly powerful thoughts, when mixed with definiteness of purpose and a burning desire, can be translated into physical wealth. Napoleon Hill tells the story of a man named Edwin C. Barnes. Barnes had a burning desire to become the business partner of the great inventor, Thomas Edison. He did not just want to work for Edison. He wanted to work with him. Barnes had no money, and he did not even know Edison. But his thought was so powerful that he moved to Edison's city, took a low-paying job in his office, and waited for his opportunity. Years later, he finally got his chance and became Edison's partner. He proved that you can literally think your way to success. The power of a burning desire. Wishing for money will not bring you money. Everyone wishes they had more money. But desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, and planning definite ways and means to acquire those riches, that is what brings success. You must have a burning desire. When your desire is strong enough, failure is simply not an option. Napoleon Hill gives a famous example of a great warrior who traveled across the sea to fight a powerful enemy. When his army arrived, the warrior ordered his men to burn their own ships. He told them, "We either win this battle or we die here. We cannot go back," because they had no other choice. They won. You must burn your ships. You must destroy all your backup plans if you truly want to succeed. Faith and belief. Desire is the starting point, but faith is the engine that drives it. Faith is a state of mind. It is the absolute belief that you will achieve your goal, even before you have any proof. If you demand success, you must convince your subconscious mind that you will receive it. Fear and faith cannot live in the same mind at the same time. If you focus on your fears, your mind will attract failure. But if you fill your mind with faith, your subconscious will pick up that vibration and translate it into positive action. Faith is the only known antidote for failure. The principle of autosuggestion. How do you develop faith if you do not have it? You use the power of autosuggestion. Autosuggestion simply means self-suggestion. It is the way you communicate with your own subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a fertile garden. If you do not plant good seeds, weeds will grow automatically. You must consciously plant the seeds of your desires. Napoleon Hill suggests that you write down a clear statement of how much money you want, exactly what you will do to earn it, and the exact date you will acquire it. Then, you must read this statement out loud, twice a day. Read it when you wake up, and read it just before you go to sleep. You must feel the emotion of already having the money. Specialized knowledge. There are 2 kinds of knowledge, general and specialized. General knowledge, no matter how much you have, will not make you rich. Most professors have a lot of general knowledge, but very few of them are wealthy. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes actual power only when it is organized into definite plans of action and directed toward a definite goal. You do not need to know everything. Henry Ford, the billionaire car manufacturer, was once insulted by a newspaper that called him an ignorant pacifist. In court, Ford said that he had a row of buttons on his desk. By pushing the right button, he could call upon men who could answer any question he needed. He did not need to clutter his own mind with general facts. He just needed specialized knowledge and a team of experts. The workshop of imagination. The imagination is the workshop of your mind. It is the place where all human plans are created. Napoleon Hill says that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There are two types of imagination. The first is synthetic imagination. This is when you take old ideas, old concepts, and old plans and put them together in a new combination. The second is creative imagination. This is where you receive sudden flashes of inspiration or hunches. This is how great artists, musicians, and leaders get their best ideas. Ideas are the starting point of all fortunes. And ideas are born in the imagination, the power of the master mind. No one achieves massive success entirely alone. You need the power of a mastermind. A mastermind is the coordination of knowledge and effort between two or more people who work toward a definite purpose in a spirit of harmony. When two minds come together, they create a third, invisible, and much more powerful mind. Andrew Carnegie, who was one of the richest men in history, said that his success was due to his mastermind group. He surrounded himself with men who knew more about the steel industry than he did. To become successful, you must surround yourself with smart, positive, and driven people, outwitting the ghosts of fear. Before you can put any of these principles into action, you must clear your mind of fear. Napoleon Hill identified 6 basic fears that hold people back. They are the fear of poverty, the fear of criticism, the fear of ill health, the fear of loss of love, the fear of old age, and the fear of death. The fear of criticism is often the most dangerous. It stops people from starting a new business, from writing a book, or from sharing their ideas, simply because they are afraid of what their friends or family will say. But remember, fear is nothing more than a state of mind, and a state of mind can be controlled and directed. You must close your mind tightly against all negative influences. Wealth begins with a state of mind. It begins with definiteness of purpose. If you have a burning desire, absolute faith, and the willingness to take organized action, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Thank you for practicing your English listening with BookFluency today. We hope these powerful principles help you think bigger and grow richer in every area of your life. If you found this summary valuable, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. And remember, thoughts are things.